in the collective. It's been a couple days. No worries, no worries. You know, iced in, snowed in, but taking this time for a lot of introspection. Spirit is so funny. uh, So, hopefully, I found everybody in good energy. I thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. Your girl appreciates everybody, the watchers, the sharers, the subscribers, the viewers here, all the love, the donation, the support, all the constructive criticism and feedback and comments. I ask that you all continue to do so. I ask that you continue to support the channel. Um, If you are new to the channel, welcome to the channel. I am Shay, the dual alchemist, your dual natured being, and I like to make connections between the physical and the spiritual, the conscious and the subconscious, the unconscious and the conscious, however you would like to consider it. I like to look in all aspects of life, in every area of life, in every walk of life, in order for us to make the sound decision of the mind, body, soul, and spirit cohesively in order to be of our optimal best and our highest growth and our evolution here, as well as our ascension as a collective. Okay. So, if you are new to the channel, please stick around. I may say a lot of things that make people uncomfortable, but that's okay. That's what I'm meant to do. That's what we're meant to do. We're never supposed to live a life full of comfortability. After all, we'll never grow. We'll never come out of that comfort zone and want to elevate ourselves to a higher level of perspective or consciousness. So we will get very uncomfortable over here at times. I like to tap and dive into any and everything, whatever I am led to or divinely led to by my spirit team, the Most High God source, or the divine and or my ancestors of my highest good. So, um, if you are looking for somebody that is going to sugarcoat things for you, this is not the channel for you. This is the channel for you to be able to think outside of the box, to think with a bigger mind, to broaden your horizons here, to tap into what you all already instinctually and intuitively know, but sometimes you just need confirmation from somebody who may think a little bit outside of the box like you. If you are neurodivergent or consider yourself to be neurodivergent, you have definitely found the right place. Welcome to your pretty girl neurodivergent channel here. Okay. Um, I believe in all things. There's nothing that I discredit. I always do the work. I always guide people and instruct people or advise people to never just take my word for anything, never take anyone's word for anything. Always do yourself the due diligence here for your highest good spiritually, physically, mentally, as well as soulfully, to do your own research. I just simply give out the messages that I am guided to give out. I give out the information. Sometimes I cite my sources, sometimes I do not. But ultimately, it is your job to do your own research here, okay? Always ask questions, collective. Always ask questions. When you ask questions, it does kind of lead you down the rabbit hole sometimes, but that's okay because along the way in the rabbit hole, whether you're in there or just getting in there, you will encounter things that provide answers to the questions of you. Along the way in the rabbit hole, you will sometimes find the answers to other questions that have been left unanswered to you in your life here. Hold on. Eh. So, um, yeah, let's get into the messages, collective. Of course, it's been a couple of days. I do have so many freaking downloads here. My body was trying to get sick again, and I just could not have it. Like when I start getting sick, I definitely have to rest. I hope I found y'all in good energy. Look, Naruto. You know what I mean? Like people have nothing to do. That person must still be snowed in. You know what I mean? We like snowed in and miserable wherever they are. Anyways, rest is, let me see. I got a lot of downloads, collective, a lot of downloads. That last one was a doozy. That one I did late night the other night where somebody said it looked like I was live streaming from a potato, probably because that nook area is not ideal for me to record from. So, anyways, I got a lot of downloads. Somebody could be awaiting a message here in the collective, or awaiting the results of something. They're waiting on a messenger, somebody to bring them the results of something here. Yeah, about a wish fulfillment here. This could be an investment. This could be a relationship status. This could be a home. This could be an approval of a home. This could be a dissolution of assets or something like that. I don't know, liquidation of assets or something like that. You could be a king of wands here that in your high priesthood or high priestess energy right now. Somebody is waiting a message about a high priestess here. Somebody is waiting to hear a message from a high priestess. Somebody is waiting to give a message to a high priestess of wish fulfillment here that will allow this person or these people to celebrate together here. They feel like that it's a small offer. They feel like that it's a small offer, but it is fair. That's what I'm getting with the judgment. This could be a romantic offer here that somebody has been in deep thought about. Or maybe they were in their King of Pentacles energy over their King of Cups energy. Last here, they chose, the money path over the love path, even though they really wanted the love path. The money was just more appeasing to this person at that time. But now this person wants a union here, possibly a marriage, or this could be something about a home here. Something also could be about a foster care home here, or even getting full custody or gaining custody of some type of children here. Yeah, if somebody was trying to keep somebody from their children, that cycle is over here. This could possibly be a Queen of Swords that was trying to keep someone from their children and also doing magic on them with the Queen of Swords and the Magician showing up like that. This heavily could be a practitioner here. Somebody that could be like a witch doctor, a voodoo priestess as well here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the formalities since I haven't been on here for quite some time. Ancestors of my highest good, archangels of my highest good, spirit guides, as well as the Most High God, source, universe, and all other interdimensional and multidimensional beings that are of my highest good. I allow you into my energy at this time. I ask that you remove any and all negative and low vibrational energy. Please cleanse and purify my energetic space as well as my chakras. Bring them all to a state of balance and equilibrium and allow them to work simultaneously and cohesively together with the energy, source, and force outside of myself in order to give out the best messages as possible to the collective, as clear and concise and precise as possible. Please clear my throat chakra and please allow my tongue to align with my throat chakra so that I don't have any mishaps or trip ups when it comes to delivering this message. Again, please move all negative and low vibrational energies that are not on the frequency of high vibrational love, abundance, light, high vibrational love and dark, high vibrational speech, high vibrational freedom, high vibrational appreciation and gratitude at this time. Ashe, so mote it be, and so it is. Also, thank you, ancestors of my highest good, archangels, spirit guides, protectors, all dimensional beings, multi, singular, of my highest good, as well as the Most High God, source in the universe and the multiverse, as well as the Galactic Council and Federation, for allowing me to be in this energy and come to you in this energy of gratitude and appreciation, and choosing me to be a messenger by going through the trials and tribulations here, but also giving me the strength, the courage, the power, the discernment in order to make it through those trials and tribulations, and taking the lessons out of every test and allowing them to become a blessing for myself so that I can share my experiences with the collective. After all, that is a blessing in itself. Ashe. So might it be, and so it is. Ashe to my higher self. I'm gonna clear the energy. So collective, as the question says on the title of the live, man, robbery and blessings in this deck. Off top. Oh, The people that try to rob those that are blessed, those that are anointed, those that are light workers, light bringers, light bearers, healers, appointed, spiritual warriors, those who contain and carry the knowledge of the Akashic records to pass on and pass down to generations, those that are meant to break generational curses, those that are star seeds, those that are indigo children, those that are shamans, any being that has been placed on this plane of existence in order to do the work of the Most High God, Source, and the Divine, as well as the Galactic Council. And if you were ever attacked, and I know that a lot of you in the collective have went through the most in your life, like the most, like heavy is the crown of the one that wears the title or something like that. I seen this post earlier, and they were saying, the girl was saying, people really, they made it a trend, right? They made it, they were really clout chasing after this. I'm spiritual, and I'm all into spirituality, or people that were claiming to be weird, and they made that a trend, and neurodivergent, and they made that a trend here. And she was saying, so many people like to carry or claim that title here, but they just really don't know what it really takes, like the everything that you have to go through in order to even claim to be those things. It's not something that you are boastful about either. If anything, if we're going to be boastful about anything, especially claiming any of those titles, light workers, light seeds, chosen ones, any of that, if anything, you're going to be boastful about your trials and tribulations, how traumatic your life has been, how much turmoil you've been through, how much you were outcasted, how much you were exiled, how much you were tormented, how much you were heartbroken and put through pain and stuff. A lot of people want to carry the title. They want to claim the title of, the trending thing, right? And it's trending to be like those of you in the collective, like myself, right? It's trending to be like that because they see that the recognition is great, but what we had to go through in order to get to that level of recognition, nobody really could survive that here. And so I don't know if this message really pertains to the people that just want to claim that they are something that they are not, without having to go through the trials and tribulations, the tests, the everything. Like, I mean, we got our ass kicked. You know what I mean? But in order to get us to the point where we can successfully and righteously say that we have earned whatever title it is that we claim, whether you're a healer, whether you're a spiritual warrior, really, whether you're a way shower, a light bringer or bearer, whether you're a shaman, whether you're any of those things, neurodivergent, whether you're a part, if you were weird before the weird trend was a trend, you know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know, it just, however you feel like that it pertains to you. So my question goes out to the people in the collective that are still in karmic energy, not y'all collective. If you know you're not, then this does not apply to you. Moving forward, it will, but not this part. For the people in the collective that, you took money in order to get into a connection or relationship with a chosen one or two, a good person, and break their heart. Or you took money to leave a person that you truly love. If you went along with the crowd to hurt and torment and torture and break the heart of a person based off of lies, how does it feel when you find out that they were not only lies, but that person had already, you literally further added on to that person's, to their pain, to their wounds, to their trauma, to their hurt, to their mental stress, to their dis-ease, to their everything, to their dislocation here, to their unalignment here. When you find out that you did all of that to a person who's already been through that, to a person who has already suffered through that and is trying to heal from that, and you find out that you were a part of a group or a society or an organization or a clique or a cult or whatever a coven, whatever you would like to call it, and you went along with these people to do that to someone who had already went through those things and who had already suffered the most heinous and egregious things in life, and they actually had the willpower, the heart space, the courage here to not allow that to shadow over them, but to grow from that, heal and evolve, and then still be a good person. And you find out that you did that to a person who's good, who was already suffering through that. I just want to know how it's always on my mind. How do those people feel when they find out who they really did that to, right? Collective. Like, how do they feel? Like, some people, it makes them feel good. Like, make no mistake about that. Everybody is not going to feel bad about it. Some people simply just don't give a shit. They got paid to do a particular job. They got paid to hurt and torture you, collective. And, they got paid to delay your healing or stop it altogether, to cause you stagnancy. They got paid to gang stalk you. They got paid to unalive you, okay? And make no mistake about it. Some of those people actually don't give a shit. They were fully aware, and they just don't. So I'm not really talking to those particular people, because we know they don't care. I'm talking to the people that find out, like, who did something, because they got paid a couple of dollars, only to realize that the couple of dollars that you took to do that to that good person, not only was it based off of lies here, but you taking of that money to assist these cliques, groups, to do this to that person here, whether you knew or not. That's the equivalent of selling your soul here. Because I'm wondering if that's what it is, and I feel like that's what it is. That's the equivalent to selling your soul. If you come to me and you say, I have $500 for you, if you, I don't like this person, or for whatever reason, you tell me all this bullshit about a person, I have $500 for you, Shay, and then I want you to go towards this person, and I want you to fake being their friend, get close enough to them in their life, have them invite you in their home, get really close to them, and then I want you to report back to us everything that they're doing. And also, I want you to, as the closer that this person allows you to them, I want you to sabotage everything that they are doing, not just report back to us so we can sabotage it, but I want you to sabotage it as well. I don't know. I really can't say if that's the equivalent to selling your soul, but gosh darn it sure sounds like it. Because I don't know what else you would call it. I don't know what else it would be. And even if those people are unsuspecting, it's just kind of like I said in the beginning of this video or this live, as I have every other one, give yourself the due diligence, respect and love yourself enough in order to do your own research. Don't just take people's word for shit just because they say somebody is a bad person and you see the whole world clicking up against that person. That doesn't mean that person is a bad person. You owe it to yourself, and this is to those people. You owe it to yourself in order to take a step back and be like, okay, well, let me think about it. You know what I mean? At least you said, let me think about it. And you take a step back and you look at the situation for what it is, from one person's perspective and from a group of people's perspective, right? And then you look at yourself. What role do you play in each perspective? If you don't do anything, then hey, at least you said no. At least you stepped away. But if you choose to do something, what will you do? What role will you play in the person's life who you are being paid to do whatever to? And what role will you play in this clique? And then not only that, what are the further consequences or the reactions or, the reactions to what it is that you choose to do? Okay. So that's the question that I've really been thinking, has really been on my mind here. Illness is at the bottom of the deck here, collective. Illness. Okay. Illness. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, ancestors of my highest good. Do we want to? We can start with this deck. Oh my Lord, danger, danger. Those people, those that chose to do for whatever reason, especially if it was based off of lies, they can't really like. People are not going to be able to stand in front of God when that day comes. They're not going to be able to stand in front of God and say, well, I didn't know. I was told this and this and that. Because because God is not going to be like, oh, well, okay, well, you know what? Since you didn't know, God, I really doubt that God is going, because God is going to say, my child, I equipped within you every single thing it is that you need in order to make right from wrong decisions. There is no excuse. Did you do the background checking? Did you do the research? Did you ask? Did you ponder on why it is that this person wanted to pay you the money to do something to that person or go towards that person, and why they didn't do it themselves? Like, I literally wonder the faces of the people, how they're going to stand in front of God when that day comes and explain it. I don't know or I didn't know is not a sufficient enough answer. It's just not. It's just not. You just and it further goes to say with that I didn't know. If you don't know if a person is good or bad, you just don't do bad. You just don't hurt people. How about that? Because you never know who is who. You never know who you're working with and against or for. You just don't know who is who. So we just don't walk around in life. I mean, it's just my logical sense. And I know that I'm a sissy lala and a fucking simp over here, collective, but so be it. I just don't see me walking around in this world wanting to hurt someone. I don't see that being my everyday. I get up, I think that, I breathe that, I live that, I get paid for that. I just don't see that. I don't see that for me. Even if everybody tells me, everybody in the world tells me that that's the most horrible person, I take no action because vengeance is the Lord's. And you just never know who the hell you're coming across, and you don't know people who's giving you the information. The man is flawed to me. I never believe what the fuck you telling me. I'm never gonna believe that. I'm never gonna believe what you say. Like, oh, okay, take it for face value. You can look good as hell. You can have the best job. You can have the best status in the world here. You could be a pillar of the community. You could be anything, and I will still not take your word for it because man is flawed. And because we don't know who is who, and because we are still learning to decipher who is who based off of ourselves, learning ourselves, we simply just don't go around hurting and harming people, okay? It's just not, it's for me, it's not ideal, okay? So the people that did that, one of the things that you want to know is like, okay, that's the not doing due diligence, not listening to your inner self here, not listening to your inner heart, not listening to your intuition that tells you something is up back, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Come on. Not listening to the fact that, like, I would find it extremely strange if someone came to me and said, I want to give you X amount of dollars to get close to this person, become their friend, get in their home, and then report back to us what they're doing so we can sabotage it and also sabotage what they're doing because they're a dark witch. I would be like, why are you sending me in? Why are you sending me in? Like, you some kind of wrong with you, look. Some kind of wrong with you, ain't it? To send me in? You came to me? Oh, no, you must think I'm a peon or a flunky or something. Like, and of course they come running back here. I'm all the way. Anyways, right? What is a person's level of respect for you if they come to you and pay you the money to do the dirty work? What does that tell you what that person thinks of you? Okay. Nightmare. Okay. Stubbornness, disturbance, and nightmare. Whew. Shucks to be them for being a part of the plan, for being a part of the strategy here. The strategy. Yeah. Instead of taking a break here and questioning the whole motives, the whole interior motives, questioning why it is that they wanted to stop people who were in this peaceful Zen relaxation type of energy and send you towards them. They wanted you to be a part of disturbing somebody's peace. Why? I guess. Shucks to be them, collective. Sucks to be them. My daughter's room is hot. Some did want to come out. Okay. We have imagination in the reverse. Imagination says variety, fantasy, and mind. It's in the reverse. Because as I said before, some people, they didn't give a damn. They knew it was wrong and they simply just did it. They weren't under an illusion, anything. They knew these people were bad news, or they knew what they were doing were bad news. Or even if somebody said that a person is bad news, why do you want to send me in towards the bad news person? Like, do I look like that type? Death in the reverse. So here I'm picking up on the collective bulk of people here that did something to a starseed or chosen one, healer, light worker, bringer, bearer, a person that was in Zen, peaceful energy, in serenity energy, a good person, a person of good merit here, a person of high morals and values here, principles and stuff. They live by that and they lead with that, right? I feel like for a group of people, these are the group of people that just didn't give a damn. They just didn't give a damn. With this imagination in the reverse, we're talking about illusion. Something wasn't in their head. Something wasn't planted in their head about a person. They knew exactly what they were doing with this bad news energy. They knew exactly what they were doing here, and they tried to cause endings for a particular person, but found out that they couldn't. They didn't care with this death in the reverse. They didn't care the outcome of a situation here of attacking those in the collective that were good natured, good in heart here. All because they wanted dictatorship and they found out that they could never gain dictatorship this way or control of people, you and the collective, in this manner. Yeah. Oh, okay. And now they're fighting. It's like, how are you fighting with the people that you agreed to do this bullshit with? How are you fighting with them? You didn't ask the questions. You didn't do yourself due diligence. So even if you didn't know and you find out later after the fact, like, oh my God, you mean to tell me I attacked an anointed one, a chosen one, a healer, a starseed, a light worker? I attacked someone like that is holy? Like, no, like conflict. How, Sway? And they did know. How? Now there's conflict amongst them because things aren't working, because they can't dictate you. They can't control you here. They can't pull the strings. You won't be their puppet here. They can't dictate or control anything in your life. They can't cause you endings here. They can't cause you bad news here. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is that they were fully aware with this imagination in the reverse here. They were fully aware and they were complicit. They were complacent in the fucking crimes against you. This is not just physical crimes. This is spiritual crimes. And if some spiritual crimes are heavy enough or ugly enough here, they damn sure will trigger the ramifications of such will trickle over into the physical, and people will start receiving physical punishment here. Corporal punishment, imprisonment here, loss of everything that they wanted for you. Yeah, everything that they wanted for you, they will start going through. And then they'll want to go back and fight with the people that they were joining hands with against you here. They feel like this is a natural disaster because they decided to link up and be a connection, a third wheel enemy to you, collective here. And I'm telling you, they didn't give a damn. It's like even if they're these people's spirit teams, their spirit guides here, their ancestors, their intuition, discernment was screaming to the top of its lungs at these people. They didn't care. They didn't want to listen. Why? Because I guess they wanted to live and they learned. This is like don't touch that hot stove. You can see clearly that the stove eye is very red hot. It's clearly hot. Don't touch that, but I'm going to touch it anyway because I just want to see what's going to happen, even though I know the end result is going to be a burn, possibly a severe burn. I still want to touch it. Fine. Spirit, let them touch it. You're the hot stove eye collective here. You're the fire. Spirit, let them touch you. They let them allow people to touch you. And I don't want you to take this in the wrong way, collective, but they allow people to touch you or to come against you here just so these people could get burned. Because I feel like that these are a group of people here, this particular group that I'm picking up on their energy. These are a group of people that got away with a lot of crimes here. And they were running from karma. They were hiding from karma. They were hiding under the fake spiritual protection of these groups of people, these cliques, these cults, these covens here, okay? These factions here, these shadowy type of connections that that they're a part of. And now these people are suffering losses. They wanted you to suffer endings. Now they're suffering losses, okay? That's what it is for taking this money. The bribe to cause you loss. They have literally become the victim of their own crimes. This is how it typically works. And we are seeing that play out real time. Yeah, now if they wanted you homeless, now they're losing their homes. If they wanted you casted away and poor and have failure, they're experiencing that. Like this shit is back to back. And they feel like it's a natural disaster, but come on, you were complacent in the crimes here. All because you wanted to see what would happen. Oh, such the curious cat. You curious George looking mother effers here. You know, curiosity kills the cat. But I guess it meow that. You know what I mean? But this is what they are suffering here. Okay? Loss. Because they didn't want to listen. Bribery, cast it away, poor here. And you're in this energy of eternal love. Or they thought that they would be in this energy of sweet dreams and eternal love. They really thought that they would do this and then continue on their merry little lives and have good sweet dreams and eternal love here. Fate. It was already predicted. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. Yeah, it was already also predicted that your spirit team, the divine, would come to your help here. That they would come to your aid. This is also giving me the energy of this particular group of people. They were non-believers. Like, even if they believe that you were a chosen one or a star seed, they believe that you have been casted out of heaven for whatever reason. They could have thought that you were a fallen angel, right? They could have thought that you were a fallen angel. And this is like the type of people like, well, they a fallen angel. I know that they have spiritual gifts, but I don't think that they're really protected. I don't think that the divine and their ancestors and the other archangels are going to come down and protect collective or excuse me, y'all, protect collective or avenge collective or help collective. I don't believe it. I have to, seeing is believing for me. This is this type of group of people. They were fully aware of who you were. Okay. So this group of people, they are suffering catastrophic endings with that natural disaster. Catastrophic endings. These could very well be people who could have lost their house power. Some could have happened during this ice or snowstorm, this bad winter storm. Okay. People can say it's man-made and manufactured. We can say that it's from the divine. However it is, even whether it was man-made or a natural disaster here, this could be people whose houses didn't quite make it through the winter and ice storm here. Okay. These could also be people who didn't make it through those catastrophic floods that everybody incurred here a couple of months back here. Okay. Some people could live in Texas. I picked up on heavy Texas energy. I heard Lansing, Lansing. Also, somebody could be a Marine, because ever since this morning, I've been hearing from the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli. Somebody could be a Marine. Somebody could be a Marine. So, yeah. They felt like that your spirit team, even if you were a chosen one, and it's like they knew it, but they just had to see. It's like they did shit and then waited around to see if they were going to help you or if your spirit team was going to hesitate on helping you. They wanted to see if you were like, if you're an earth angel. This is like, could be a group of people that thought that all earth angels, if you possess a physical form and you are an earth angel, they know you're an earth angel, but they consider that you having a vessel to make you like a fallen angel here. Right? This could be something like that here. Okay. Yeah. And now I'm telling you, it's like these people didn't know who you were. They didn't realize that you wear a mini mask here, that you are even you exist quantumly with this mask. I don't feel like that this is them. This very well could be them when they want to come close to you and be your friends who cause you, to be in fear here. But also I feel like that these people have seen many facets of you, that if they just thought you were just an earth angel or just a human, they are seeing you in other forms here. They're also seeing you shift timelines here. And now these people are terrified here. But they knew. They very much so knew. Okay. Yeah. Because their whole goal was to gain something. Their desires. That's their whole goals. And who are you? Is it Jamirian Ford? You said they're trying to be your friend now. Ciao. I mean, you do what you want to do with that, but friend. Were you my friend then? I don't want your friendship now. Were you my man or woman then? Oh no, I don't want it now. Did you love me then? I don't want your love now. Because these people are fucking scared here. Because they did this shit. They aimed at you. They targeted you here. Not realizing that you're not just human. You're not just an earth angel. You're not just an earth angel in human form and they could just you. You know what I mean? Like they did this for gain, for monetarily gain. It's always, and I'm telling you, I feel like that is the equivalent. I can't say that for every single case here, okay? Because I simply don't know, and I don't make up the rules. But I really feel like for a big portion of them that took money to target you and do to you what they did to you, I really feel like that is the equivalent to them selling their souls here. Also, they could get what it is that they desire here. But guess what? Justice is prevailing on behalf of those of you in the collective here that are upright. You, even if you did stuff wrong in your past, collective, you got that ass tapped and you learn from that. And I bet you walked the straight and narrow as best as you fucking could. Okay, I see you, Camden, New Jersey. Okay. So you're getting justice here. The scales are tipping in your favor, or they're being rebalanced here. This is like an ugly. This is like an unleveling. You went through something like an unleveling here, where the scales are balanced. There will be an equal weights, equality of good and evil, equality of bad things you went through and good things that you experienced when you overcame those, equality of the light and shadow here. I feel like that there has been in talking about unfairness here, there has been an extreme unfair amount of judgment and an extreme amount of people coming against you, people hurting you, people gang stalking you here, people breaking your heart, people just doing just things that weren't even necessary here. Also, they could get their desires here. They didn't care how far the tail skips the tail. They didn't care how far the scale tipped against you or in their favor. They didn't care. They didn't care how disturbed you were. They didn't care how unfair the disturbance that they caused you was, how unbalanced it was. But balance is being restored here, and now they scared. These people can have entities after them because, see, you don't. People, whatever you consider yourself, whatever it has been revealed to you that you are, whatever type of being that you are, if you're upright in the heart, if you do things to the best of your ability and your knowledge, as righteously as possible, okay? That's what matters. This means not doing shit on purpose, just being ugly and hateful on purpose. You know what I mean? But to the best of your ability, you handle things and situations as fairly as and as properly as you can here. I feel like there aren't just, as far as our ancestors go, our ancestors are not all love and light. Our protectors are not all love and light. Our guides are not all love and lights. Some of our, like, I got some real life goons and gargoyles in my family, in my physical life family here. Okay. And even if they don't do the right thing in the world, and I'm not going to take up for them and what they do, but what I'm saying is, if those people should ever make a transit here into the spiritual realm, they would more than likely be dark. They would more than likely be dark, but they would still be my ancestors of the dark, right? As much as they protected me on the physical, they would protect me in the spiritual realm, even if they're of the dark. So I don't think that people are taking this into accord, the dark forces that they're calling upon. Them dark forces can be ran by a more powerful dark force, which could be one of your or some of your fucking protectors. And I think that they're realizing that now. Because people are experiencing a lot of paranormal phenomena here. A lot of supernatural phenomena here. Yeah. Because their plan was to take your gifts and keep you locked down or bind you here. They tried to bind you in marriages here. Just all kinds of crazy shit. Yeah, they vowed this. I'm telling you, it's like making a pact here to do this. They know your origin now. Collective. And they are stressed about it. When I say these people are losing their spadoodles, these are the spadoodles that they're losing here. All the squiggly marks here, they're losing their spadoodles. Also, with these little spadoodle squiggly marks here, this is because these people are stressed because they know they didn't walk the straight and narrow when they had the chance to do so. You know what I mean? But real life gangsters in the spirit, do you hear me? I don't think people take I don't think people realize that. Like, and they thought it was a good idea to curse a sweetheart, right? Now they sick about it because they got evidence that not only you are a sweetheart, but you got people on your team. And not only that, you're still in this state of organization, instability. You're still managing to be your best, most positive self as possible. They have evidence of it, and it got them sick. Like, wham. These people could be going through some type of addiction withdrawals here. Trigger warning. Okay. Yeah, because they persevere.
About the other board, what are there on the wall?
What is he saying?
He said that he found bugs on the wall.
Where?
Where my air mattress is. But those are not bugs. Those are holes, guys.
Oh, those are nail holes. He's talking about up there. Those are nail holes from the pictures. I'm like, bugs on the wall. What the fuck are you talking about? Well, I'm gonna start itching and shit. No, give me that. Go back out. Thank you. And don't mess with those pictures that we took off that wall.
Okay.
So they thought that they would just continue to do what they did until they hit the jackpot. Or until they hit the jackpot. Like, there was their dream. They made a promise, you know what I'm saying? To overindulge in some shit. To take joy and pleasure. This says commemoration. Joy and pleasure in commemorating like the Hunger Games? Huh? They had you in they had a lot of y'all in the collective, a lot of us in the Hunger Games. They sorry now. They sorry. They know it's not just luck. You're not just lucky. You're blessed. You're anointed. You're appointed here. You're guided. You're guarded here. You're protected. They know it's not just luck. And still, even after all of this, you still got naysayers. You still got unbelievers that still want to be like, collective just lucky. Oh, really? No, they ain't just lucky. You just mad. You're just mad. Because you cut your own nose off to spite your face when you went on this daring adventure here. When you should have made a compromise with whoever it was that coached you to come against the collective here. To bully the collective here. Yeah. Now, awkward. Look. Awkward. They should wear a dunce hat on their freaking heads. Like, awkward. Now they feeling all awkward. Why? They feel like somebody, the blind leading the blind. You didn't ask the questions. It's like a person having eyesight. Walking up to a person who's blind and having them lead them and saying, okay, I'm gonna let you lead me. Get my hand and I'm gonna close my eyes. Awkward. This is what I talk about when people have a selective inner and overstanding here. Like sometimes people just simply choose to be dumb. And I'm just they choose to be blind. They simply choose to be blind because it's easier to not see than it is to see. Because once you see, you can no longer unsee. And I know I'm talking in riddles like I'm fucking like Rumpelstiltskin or something, but you know, collective. That's me. Yeah. Now they want to protest against the people that they align with, that they were in an alliance with, that they collaborated with. Why? To take your blessing. To get your blessing. Now they want to protest. Yeah, they want to. They went against you to get your blessings by doing rituals on you. They did a ritual on you to get your blessing. Wait. Not only that, they collaborated with people to do this. This was a group effort. I mean, you know, if people ever come together for anything, they come together for stupid shit. That's for sure. That's for sure. This is what I'm talking about, being selectively blind here. You come together to collaborate, to do rituals and death magic and all kinds of shit, ceremonies and stuff on people that are blessed here, or to take people's blessings here. But you don't come together for the shit that's going on in the world out here, where we are all suffering. You don't come together in that manner, but you come together for this. Yeah, that. And this is why I question everybody. Like, you are never, you just can't tell me some shit. I'm sorry. You just cannot tell me some shit. You just cannot. Because I'll really be looking at you like, yeah, for real? Is that so? Oh, collective a whole witch. Oh, for real, they do voodoo on everybody for real. And you want to pay me to go against them because you think that highly of me for real? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, bruh. This is exactly what I'll be thinking. Nah, they trying to put all that bullshit on me. They trying to get me to pray and donate with them. They trying to get me to take on the bulk of this bullshit, this karma. Yeah, nah, I can't. You know what? That's my phone ringing. Like, that ain't even a phone in your hand. Yep, and that ain't even a truth in your mouth. Bye. The fuck? Yeah, to a good person. Ready and, look, collective, ready and willing to do it. You know why? Because these people are so far up their ass, so in their flesh here. They like, if anybody can take down collective, I can. Reggie, take that pile of shit off your head. Looking like a whole blank man out here. Yeah, they were so prideful and egotistical. They really, really, really thought, yeah, they came to me because they know I'm the man. I'm the woman to do it. They really feel like I can get shit done. Yeah. I'm going to show them. I'm going to show collective. Bro, it can't be me. And if anybody in the collective, if you watch it from a fake page and you know that you are one of these people that did this shit to anybody in the collective, I'm talking about you. I'm making fun of your dumb ass. This how y'all motherfuckers be like, yeah, they came to me, man. They know I'm the man to get it done. Like, whew. What does it say? Pride and ego? You fall into the same ditch that you dug for the collective here? Then they be like, shoot, if I would have known it was a trap, I never would have went along with it. I would have just separated from the group. I would have never been okay with this if I would have went within and known. It just don't, from the jump. No, I'm not gonna help you hurt somebody. Are you crazy? Oh, they're a witch. I suspect you. I suggest that you pray to God about that, cause yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Nah, I ain't finna help you gang stalk nobody. Nah, I don't care how much money you give me. Nah, I'm not finna pretend to be their friend. That's weird to me. This is pride and ego. That shit. When people do not get control of this shit, this pride and ego, you can literally damn near put cardboard flaps, attach them to both sides of their fucking arm and tell them to run off a cliff and they can fly as long as they believe it enough, and they will. And I'm sorry, but there are still limitations to who we are until we evolve to the point where we can fucking fly again, okay, collective? Or levitate. You can't be in pride and ego as heavy and condensed as this makes your energy, and think that you are the man 100 grand and you could be a woman that I could be talking to. These people here, they should have went within. They're being made to go within now that they're suffering the losses here, the tragedies here, the homelessness, homes being repoed, cars being repoed, the loss of jobs, loss of loved ones because it's happening. Because I know a lot of y'all in the collective suffer those type of tragedies here. Send people in your family, and it'd be these weird ass, karmic ass families that are the worst. Paying people to come in and be in a relationship with you, knowing that person is a P3DO, knowing that person is abusive. It could be a man or a woman, because y'all suffer by the hands of women that like to put their hands on you like they motherfucking not Ike Turner, but Isabel Turner or something. And it's like your friends, your family members and stuff, they paid these people like this. People who are Professional unalivers who come in and live in your household, be in relationships and connections with you, to unalive you. Like, the shit is crazy. We're seeing it. It's playing out in real time. Oh, they suffering now. They are being made to go in while they are suffering the fate that they wanted for you, because you are not fated for anything. You are destined for something. Big difference. Fate has an ending. Fate is mortal. That's what I really feel like. Destiny is internal or eternal here. It is immortal to have a destiny. A destiny is carried on, but fate is too as well. But fate just means that you have an expiration to me. That's what that means to me. Fate is the interruption of a destiny off of your divine path and being forcefully placed onto a path that you were never meant to go on. I'm telling you, I already know. Aunts, uncles, like y'all really sent men that were extremely abusive to beat on me after I've already grew up in a life, in a childhood of abuse. Actual abuse, physical abuse, verbal abuse, neglect here. And y'all paid people to do that same thing, to carry that on, right? And it's like, even if the people that they sent towards me, even if they weren't like that and they just possibly had some spell work, they were low vibrational, that spell work got placed on them here, and they were under a spell when they decided that they were going to come towards me and they were going to try and walk all over me and drag me through the mud and treat me like a throwaway piece of trash ass whore, right? Even if they didn't know, you didn't know that it wasn't okay for you to come towards me with ill intentions or with fake intent here, or with false intentions of what your true nature was, your true reason for coming around me. Well, you didn't know that. And it just never dawned on you. You never stopped to think inside of your head, for myself, for the collective, like, damn, what if I'm going towards this person to hurt or harm this person emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever, and they've already been through this? What if they already traumatized? I guess people never stop to think about it. They never stop to smell the roses here. And I feel like that they weren't going to stop and be satisfied. Yeah. We got self-love here. And then triumph. And then friendship. These people were not going to stop and be satisfied with your stance in life and with, or lack thereof, or their stance in life until they stopped your relaxation. They weren't going to stop. These are the people that will go into their own demise here. And now they sitting up having conflict amongst the group. You literally were gung-ho. You were willing to go like full throttle in this shit towards collective. I don't think that they were going to stop until they stopped your self-love here, your relaxation. I feel like that this was their goal. They felt like it was a trophy. It was a fucking honor for them to be the man 100 grand or the woman that takes down collective, a earth angel. They was expecting for their name to go on the fucking Hall of Fame. They wanted a plaque to be put up in the Hall of Fame, a statue to be erected in their raggedy ass face, in their body image and shit. This is what they wanted. They wanted the fucking recognition here. They wanted the fame and the clout for being the one that takes on an earth angel. Dun, 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 dun. Well, fucker. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, yeah. They really thought that they was got this, that clout energy. This, that clout energy. They wanted people to love them. They wanted to be highly revered and held in high honor by their friends. By their friends. Not by God. Not by their children. Not even by their children. God forbid if these people have children and offspring. Ramifications of this magnitude collective, they do carry on into the childhood bloodlines. And this, my good friends, is how generational curses are magnified, continued, or created. Okay? For those of you in the back that need to hear, okay? May need to turn that motherfucker up a little bit. You know? Now they feel like that they've been robbed of their support. They feel robbed of the people because their friends are no longer their friends. They feel like their friends robbed them of the support. The same way they tried to rob you, collective, of people being in your corner that nurture you, that have compassion for you, that care about you. Now they feel robbed. Oh, okay. And bound. And I'm telling you, these people are bound to this shit because they stayed and dwelled in that frequency and that energy for far too long. They binded themselves. They have missed the portals. They have missed the fucking, what do you want to call it? The escape boat here. They have missed their opportunity. They are not now bound to that particular timeline, to that frequency, to that energy. They are fucking bound to it. And they by themselves. This the thing. You join hands to do this stupid shit. But when karma spins the fucking block and be like, hey, what's up? I heard you were calling for my folks. Like, I heard you were calling for me. I'm here, so what's up? And they be like, no, friends. Hold on. Friends. Hold on. Oh, friends. Where are you? I can't find it, but friends. Hold on, let me call. You just wait right there, Karma. I got something for you. Friends. Alliances. Everybody that I put my hands and head together and my money and everything together, friends. You just hold on, Karma. I'm gonna show you right now when my friends come. Like, bro, I'm like, and I like to be sarcastic about this shit because this is how stupid these motherfuckers seem to me. I feel like that I have more than earned the right to make a fucking mockery out of these people. Because that's what I'm doing. Oh, yeah, God said don't take pleasure in it, but hey, I can take a couple laughs. Not too many, collective. Not too many. Karma like, you was calling for somebody? Oh, don't even worry about it, because I got my other homegirls and homeboys, Karma 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 5,000. Oh, they all ready they talking to your friends. What's up? I'm at your door now. What's up? Karma like, what's up? And they like, you know the fucking cartoon where they be biting off the nails like a fucking typewriter? Motherfucker biting their nails down to, yeah, this time won't you save me? Now they ask for somebody to save them. Because they want to be in the energy of peace and calm here. But you're in the energy of peace and calm. This is what you're deserving of. They're deserving of this. Because all they cared about doing to you, collective, while you're in this self-love fucking energy, okay? All they cared about doing to you, collective, was this. Karma said, run that back. Knock, knock. You rang. Look, Lurch, you rang. They're bonded to their current situation. This is what you're binded to. Calm and saving. You didn't stand for these people. Oh, and they thought that they was professional. Look, they're got a ragged ass, karmic ass family. Because, these karmic families, they are the worst. Excuse me. Kind of spit there, but they are the worst. I mean, like this literally is people in the collective, karmic ass fucking family members that hired people to put you in danger. And they did it willfully. Not a care in the fucking world. Now they're stuck in that. Now they're gonna need you, collective. And you know, I've been asking myself, like, I've never been the type of person, like, even if somebody did me dirty, especially my family, because I loved it. I love them with a passion, like, and if you need me, you ain't even gotta. All you gotta do is say, I need. I need $500. I never say what it's for, when you gonna pay me back, no, none. I'll be like, oh, okay. Well, I got you. They hurting. I'm coming. I never want to see you hurt. And then find out that that's all they wanted from me. And I'll be asking myself, I'll be like, and this is what I've been doing for the past couple of days in my Hermit Mode Collective is what happened? Because they starting to spin the block. I can already smell the people. I can already feel their energies, right? I can still feel when they still out here doing that dumbass dark magic. I can still feel it. All that fire magic, all that bullshit. I still fucking feel it here. And the moment in this past couple of days, Hermit Mode, the moment that I start feeling like any type of remorse for these people, like, damn, it's gonna be so fucked up. Like, they start going through shit because it's gonna be like magnified. Whatever they put me through, it's gonna be worse for them. The way that these people are dying around here in this town, but remember, y'all laughed at the death of my son. Y'all were all on social media making videos calling my son a dumb, stupid motherfucker. Y'all laughed at that. Y'all even spread rumors that I took my own son out for, I don't know, some kind of money. I don't know, but some bullshit that was going around. Y'all made fun of me and my kids. Y'all talked in front of y'all kids, and then y'all kids went to school, and then they fucking picked on my kids. Saying my son unalived himself, saying he did this XYZ, then unalive himself. That was found to not even be true, collective. But for the people that said that shit, it wasn't very nice when your son had to stand in front of his father and watch his father blow his fucking brains out. Right? That wasn't that didn't feel good. Did it? It didn't feel good. When your house caught on fire and burnt up and y'all lost every fucking thing, that house, same way y'all were squatting in my house and gang stalking me and breaking into my house and dosing me and shit and doing things to me. It's not funny anymore, is it? And I caught myself feeling a bit of fucking remorse and sympathy for them motherfuckers. I almost slapped the shit out of my own damn self. But don't worry, because I heard my granny came to me in my dreams and she said, you better not feel sorry for a motherfucking person. Because you better remember when you were on your knees begging and crying for people to believe you, to understand you, to help you. They didn't give a fuck. Oh, they was throwing fucking parties. Remember? They was throwing parties while you and your kids sat in a motherfucking cold because you couldn't pay $1,500 on a fucking hyped up ass gas bill. You couldn't pay all that shit. Remember? And they put together money and had a fucking party. Expensive one too. You better not cry for them. That's okay. Trust me, Jamirium, that's okay. That's okay. For real, I'm like on some real shit. I healed through that shit. I mean, I grieve like a mother effer, right? And sometimes I still grieve, but it does not bring me joy for those people to go through that shit. But I found myself having a little peg in the little heart space, my little simp ass. I'm like, oh my God, like, no, that I can't believe. And it was almost like my granny, like she slapped the fuck out of me. It was like, you better not. Question, collective. The Wise Guide. Look, the unfinished story. You have an unfinished story, collective. I feel like after going through all this shit and you still making it here, you have a new chapter, a sequel, a trilogy to write in your life, or that is waiting to be written here. And I can guarantee you may not be perfect in this particular unfinished story or part of your unfinished story, but you gonna find yourself shaped into and even having a different way of thinking because of what you went through. On one hand, I'll say kudos to the motherfuckers for doing this shit because that actually helped helped to forge you into something, a strong warrior, something that is unbreakable, unbendable, undeniable, unshakable, right? Not all solely because of them, but shit, it made you fucking stronger. And also it separated you from the wheat, from the wheat from the tares here. It is proof. You being alive and making it through the shit you've been through is proof to people of your anointing, your power, your protection. Don't you never fucking forget that shit. The wise guy. When I say shared experience, there's a story of yours waiting to be written, collective, on what you've been through. Can't no motherfucker say that they can go through what you've been through and live through it because it's yours. Nobody ever be able to fucking rewind the tape and go back into your life and live what it is that you've been through and live to be able to write that story or tell that story to help people. You remember this. You will be the reason why somebody younger than you or somebody who's just now going through this same type of shit, you will be the reason why they don't go through it or why they make it through that or that they don't have to go through it as bad as you do or even at all. And that's one thing they can't stand. But baby, you talking about God like to rock the boat and so does karma here. Karma not just these people living in the fate that they wanted for you. It is also seeing you make it and then you motherfucking using their bitch asses as footstools, as stepping stones. And taking all the rocks that they threw at you in order to build you a firm, fixed fucking foundation that can never be fucking rocks. Nor can it be fucking penetrated. Because now you know what to look for in people. You know what the energy look like. You know who's fake and phony. You know who's good for you. You know what's good for yourself. You know the thinking patterns that you needed to break. You know the habits you needed to break. You know the environments you needed to get away from. I guarantee you will never go back. Because the moment that you think about going back in a past direction or a habit or an environment or by people, places, things, the moment you think about going in that direction, you're going to get upside your head. And they're going to make you remember all the pain, all the hurt, all the everything that you have to go through and overcome. Most of us by ourselves. You know, the treasure found. The unfinished story to the wise guide to the treasure found. Wisdom, one of the most richest things that a person can have. Yeah, we all like money. Trust me. We all like money and nice things. Trust me. Don't get me wrong when I'll be talking shit about people that like money, because we all like money and want to buy nice things. We want to live comfortably. We want a certain lifestyle, right? But wisdom is one of the most richest things that you can have. The trickster. Let me get one for the ending of this message, please. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. I bet you know, like last year when I was coming out of rehab for the second time, you know, and this is right after my son had passed away and shit, and the whole town, this small ass town, they were talking about it, and they were like laughing at me, making fun of me, and I would see them, people in public and stuff, and they would be, you know, tapping each other, whispering in each other ear, hee hee hee, hi, running off and shit, you know, snickering, talking and whispering behind my back and shit. Them same motherfuckers today, when they see me, I was like, hey, I thought you still live here? Like, dang, like, yo, what you been up to? Like, I ain't even know you was still around. Like, whoa, like, and I'll be looking at motherfuckers like, it ain't that deep, but their mannerisms towards me have changed. And this ain't no like, you know, head honcho type shit. Their mannerisms towards me have changed, because I remember them same fucking people pointing at me and laughing at me, bro, snickering, having little shit to say and shit. I remember that. I'll never forget it. Never. Today, when I see people, mannerisms completely different. Oh, but do they still try? Yeah, they still fucking try it. Especially the dudes around here. They still try the same bullshit. And it just kind of be like, okay, come on now. Like, come on now. Like, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I just be in the house, be with my kids and stuff. You know, I got a lot of kids, right? I love bringing that shit up. You know, I got a lot of kids, right? So, you know, I like to be in the house with all my kids. You know, so I really don't have time, you know, with all them kids and stuff. I don't have time to, you know, really be dating nobody or talking to nobody or, you know, trying to take no ride around in cars or go on no silly ass dates. Like, you know, I got a lot of kids, bro. A lot. That tells you I'm real further. So, you know, you might not even want to look at me because I might get pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. I'll shut that shit down real quick. Look, the shadow figure. These people got death following them around. I've been picking up on the death angel a lot. These people got death following them around. These people could be seeing shadows, apparitions, tall ass hooded figures. Because I've been picking up on it. This could even be your spirit team, your ancestors, your spirit guides here on these people's asses. I'm talking about hunting the shit out of their ass, man. These people scared to sleep with the damn lights off now. They scared to ride. Hey, they be seeing apparitions in their rear view mirror here. Somebody been in the hospital lately. Somebody's last name is Lackey, Lakey, Lackey or Lakey. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, give me one or two to give to. Man, bro, and it still came out. So, enough said, collective. You know what they going through. But again, they call up on supernatural beings and powers and energies here. They never play the tape through and consider what the fuck is going to happen. And shit don't play out the way that they planned on it. On the wise God. They never. Oh, okay. We're going to see if they're going to be able to get rid of this. Because I doubt it. So, collective, that's all I have for y'all. The shadow figure says, what part of yourself do you reject or fear? Wink. So, it's like people fears are manifesting outside of them. It's like people who know that they hateful, heinous ass people. And they try to pretend to be pillars of the community and good people here. They are rejecting the part of them that they don't want people to know about. That part that they hide, that's rejection. That's the same thing. Now that shit has manifested outside of them by way of fear here. Like their greatest fears are made manifest into the physical here. And the shit is following them around along with the shadow figure. The shadow figure very well could be their fears made manifest into a fucking entity because that's what happens when that shit goes unchecked. Okay? What part of yourself do you reject or fear? How might embracing this side of you lead to healing? But they're too scared. They're too scared to embrace this side of them. But guess who? If they ever needed to ask anybody, hold on. I'm going to show you how karma works. If they ever needed to ask anybody, how do you face your shadow side and heal from it? How do you face your greatest fears, your darkest natures, the things that you fear and reject the most about yourself? How do you face it? Who would they ask, collective? Who would they ask? That's what you call cock that motherfucking tea. Collective, I love y'all and I love being of service to y'all and giving y'all out the message. Y'all make sure that y'all stay tuned for another live as I have been gone for a couple of days. That's what I'm saying, me. Yep. So, I'm going to release y'all energies back to y'all with love and light. We're going to come back for another one. Coffee break. Collective, as I always like to say when I release y'all with love and light back to your respective places and all energies back to their respective places with love and light, be sure to define yourself. Don't let this world define you because they are confused and under heavy illusions. But don't let this world define you. Define yourself like I define me because I am your girl, Shay, your dual nature being the dual alchemist. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank y'all for tuning in and tapping in. And thank you for the support. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, collective, and make sure your notification bells are turned on for the next one. And I will see you guys back on the next one. Peace.